What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and I'm coming at you with a interesting video because some of it's already been kind of broken down. I actually haven't done a video on this topic yet. I didn't really see any interest. Thought it was going to be a one and done kind of thing. No real sparks were going to fly with the story originally, but there's been some developments that I find kind of funny, to be quite honest. Well, what is that story? Well, Netflix sparks debate in Egypt after portraying Cleopatra as black in series narrated by Jada Pinkett Smith. Don't worry, stick around. This is gonna get good. So, a lot of this you guys have probably already heard. Netflix has found itself in a center of a debate over the casting of Cleopatra, a new documentary series. Arriving on the streaming service in May, the 4-part documentary Queen Cleopatra, a part of African Queens series, will investigate the life of Egyptian ruler. The series is being narrated by actor Jada Pinkett Smith. Keep your name out of her mouth. Wait, keep her name out your mouth? That's how it should go. Who said that she wanted to use the show to represent black women. We don't often get to see or hear stories about black queens. Hail, queen! The sad part is that we don't have ready access to these historical women who were so powerful and were the backbones of African nations. She told Netflix, I'm not even going to try to say it. Netflix is too done? TUDUM. I'm not even going to try anymore. In February, in Queen Cleopatra, the ruler is portrayed by casualty star Adela James, who is biracial. Her casting has sparked debate in Egypt due to the contested nature of real-life Cleopatra's racial identity. Well, actually, it's not contested. It's kind of definitive. When you do a simple Google search, she was Macedonian. She had Grecian in her blood. Most of her family, they lived in Egypt, but her family was more Grecian, heirs from Alexander the Great, who was Grecian, which means, yeah, she might be tan, but she white. It kind of cut and dry when you trace her heritage and everything like that. Because, and you can take some images and yeah, it's rough and you don't have a very accurate picture, but considering this is supposed to be a bust of Queen Cleopatra's face, yeah, that hair, how it's all portrayed, it kind of, yeah, that she's Macedonian. She would be of tanner skin due to the sun, due to how the body acclimates and the melanin and stuff, but she'd be white. Yeah. Well, because of all this, actually Gal Gadot would be probably a more proper portrayal. I've always kind of thought Gal Gadot would look right, but yeah, even though Gal Gadot is Israeli technically, but she would be a more proper look for Queen Cleopatra. Even though, again, Macedonian, stuff like that. Anyways, because of this controversy, I saw this story and I had to laugh because I thought it was funny. That's why I'm doing this video. I do most of my videos because either it's serious, it's something I want to talk about, or I want to laugh because, if you scroll up, Egyptian lawyer sues Netflix for casting black woman as Cleopatra. Oh, you gotta love it, you gotta love it, you gotta love it. The Egyptians are pissed. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. The Egyptian lawsuit states that most of what Netflix platform displays do not conform to Islamic and societal values. Love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. This is the thing, okay? There are differences in cultures. Not everything we send out into the world conforms to everybody else's culture. Okay, it doesn't conform to a different way of thinking, a different way of looking at the world. That's okay. We can't, by your standards, everybody's equal, but in reality, they're all different. They have different styles and everything. And right now, you just basically spat in the face of Egypt. I laugh. And what makes it funnier is the lack of brains, I would think, from Jada Pinkett Smith, who simply says, well, Egypt's in Africa, ergo, she's black. When in reality, most of the Egyptian kings were Macedonian. There's theories that they were more of the Middle Eastern styles because of the proximity of everything. They weren't black. Actually, a lot of the pharaohs and kings and what have you were not black. Majority of Egypt actually wasn't black. That's actually history there. But hey, I actually think this is kind of Rossisms. Oh, just because they're in Africa, that means they're black. Well, I mean, South Africa exists, and yeah, there's history there, but not South Africa has white people. There are white Africans. Hi, Elon Musk. I view this as kind of racist. Just because you assume somebody is living in a certain place, you think they're a certain skin color. No, actually what it is the ego and basically stupidity of Hollywood and, you know, the Kwan that basically destroyed Will Smith. But hey, let's get into what is said. An Egyptian lawyer has filed a lawsuit against streaming giant Netflix for depicting Pharaoh Cleopatra as a black woman in a new documentary. Not documentary. What did I say? Lawyer Muhammad Al-Samir filed the lawsuit with a public prosecutor with the intent of having Netflix banned in Egypt for what he claimed was a distortion of history. He's actually correct. It is a distortion of history, and he's so mad at this that he wants Netflix outright banned. But it's not just this that he's talking about. And as we get into it, we can point out what else he's talking about. Al-Samir claimed that the Netflix documentary distorts Egypt's history in favor of promoting Afrocentrism. He also complained of warped standards, stating the lawsuit that most of what Netflix platform displays do not conform to Islamic or societal values and principles, especially Egyptian ones. He added that in order to preserve the Egyptian national and cultural identity among Egyptians all over the world, there must be pride in making of such work. Others complained at the casting decision made for the documentary, with Egypt's former Antiques Minister Zahi Hawassa, I probably butchered that last name, saying that the depiction of Cleopatra is completely fake. Cleopatra was Greek, meaning that she was blonde, not black. I love this because Netflix is worldwide, and one of the big markets that a lot of these streaming giants are wanting to get into, Disney, HBO Max, and things like that, because they got into the Chinese market, and the Chinese market's starting to kind of bite back. One of them is the Middle Eastern market. A lot of what we are putting on Netflix, Disney Plus, so on and so forth, doesn't quite go along with what they allow over there. I mean, you know, in June here in America, we have parades. In June here over in the Middle East, you know, it's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. You know that. I wanted to do that. That actually kind of. Anyways, because they're now pushing back. This has been something in process as well. We've had other instances of this, but I mean, hey, Egyptians of their heritage, and there's multiple there's religious values, things there that we just overlook for some reason, even though the woke idea is that you should respect all cultures and you shouldn't homogenize a culture, yet you are shipping out homogeneity. Homogeneity, I think is the word. The idea that everybody believes the same thing, but in reality, they don't. You're kind of spitting in their face and you're being kind of racist doing so. And I love it how you have actual government people, you have lawyers, there's lawsuits now because of this one mistake this one move that really pissed off a whole country. God, I love it. Get woke, go broke. Get woke, get banned. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around to watch this video. Thank you all for everybody who subscribed. I am almost to 1K subscribers. So please, if you have the chance, go down there, hit that little red button, hit that notification bell next to it for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. Tonight is Bull Busters with special guest Hojo, who is selling a book, and special guest Culture Casino. So come check us out tonight at 10 p.m. Central Time and leave a thumbs up, share it out with friends. Bye for now.